What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing another Manchester City transfer update. Before I do crack on with this video though, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, then do subscribe to my channel, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Now less than 700 subs away from my goal of 28,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Do leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. 300 likes once more is the aim, and most importantly, do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say with regards to these transfers. So let's crack on with this video. We're going to start off with the outs, and we've got an update on Jack Grealish. That's crazy, isn't it? We signed him for £100 million last summer, yet we're speaking about him potentially leaving Manchester City already. Now, 90-minute football say that Jack Grealish has privately been told that he isn't expected to be at Manchester City, so he's expecting to leave Manchester City, and because of this, he has told his agent to find potential suitors for him. Now, this is all in the background stuff, private words. These have been said, this has been said, this and that, tick for tack, rumours, and it is just that, rumours. Jack Grealish right now will not have been told that he will be leaving or is expected to leave Manchester City this early in the season. Definitely not going to happen with the transfer market not even open. It's laughable. It's not the case. Now, that doesn't mean that at some point in the future this might not be explored by Manchester City. I always say 2 seasons under Pep Guardiola, that's the assessment. That's when Man City will sit down, have a look at and decide, has Jack Grealish been successful for Manchester City? Is he what Manchester City wanted him to be? Is he what City need? And ultimately, City may choose to be ruthless and their answers may be no, and they may look to go for somebody who they feel might be of a better suit to Manchester City than Jack Grealish. But I have said this, and I've said this in the summer, and I'm going to repeat it again with Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish has got another season here, this season at Manchester City. This is the season. This is the season that Jack Grealish has to prove himself. This has to be Jack Grealish's season. Now, with the Winter World Cup coming up, this is a poignant part of the season for him. This is where he needs to really lay down the gauntlet and say to Gareth Southgate, I put in a string of impressive performances for Manchester City, both starting and being rotated and on the bench, and I should be in your starting 11 for the World Cup. And that is what he has to be aiming for between now and the middle of November. His focus cannot be on anything else other than that. Once that's happened and the Winter World Cup has come and gone, he'll return back to Manchester City. City will not sell Jack Grealish in January. He will have a good 5 months or so there to lay it down to prove why he should be at Manchester City. And City, not just with Jack Grealish, but with every single player, will sit down and have a look at their squad and decide who is good enough, who isn't, who needs to go, who needs to stay, who needs to be on new contracts, who needs to be put on the transfer list, etc, etc. And City won't sit down and have a look at this until more than likely into April time, probably during around Easter time, if you're looking at around a time of when City would look at this. Now, if this rumour was coming out in around April time, then I would say that potentially City will be looking into this. But that is a long way away, and Jack Grealish has until then to be able to prove himself at Manchester City, and I'm not doubting his quality for 1 minute. I'm confident that Jack Grealish, if he can show the quality that we know that he has, and he can start, I know Pep says it's not all about goals and assists, but if he's playing in a front three for Manchester City and he can start getting them goals and assists, then everyone will start to move away from Jack Grealish, and more than likely they'll start targeting other people instead. But with the price tag being so big, he's the easy target. Honestly, if Erling Haaland hadn't hit the ground running, they'd be down his throat as well. He has hit the ground running, and now it's Jack Grealish's time to hit the ground running. And if he can go out there and grab a few goals, grab a few assists, and put into a string of really good performances for Manchester City, then it will obviously do no harm. But this rumour here, I don't think that it is true. Now, moving on to the ins, we do have a new name that comes in the form of youngster Cole Brannigan. Now, Alan Nixon says that Manchester City, Chelsea, Chelsea, Leeds and Liverpool are all interested in Linfield and Northern Ireland teenager Cole Brannigan. Now, he's an under-16s player. I do not know any more about him other than that. It's very difficult to find any information on him, but it is reported that not only are Man City in the race to sign him, apparently City are leading the race to sign him. Nothing official, nothing confirmed as of yet, but this of course is Man City having a look around the local UK talent and obviously Northern Ireland as well to see what players they can get to potentially come to our academy and move them from being just that, a prospect, and move them into developing them into young, well, potentially world-class football players, and obviously taking up a professional football career as well when you are at that age of under 16. So we'll see. Definitely one to keep an eye out for the future, and something to keep an eye out for as to whether City do sign him or not. Now, moving on to our final transfer, takes us on to Moussa Diaby. Now, people were speaking about this yesterday in the comments for my video, so I wanted to address this and what's been reported about what's fact, what's fiction, and whether Manchester City will make a move. Now, Sport, they're reporting that Manchester City have been scouting Bayer Leverkusen, and it believes that the focus of that is Moussa Diaby. Now, he is a winger, and Man City getting linked with wingers. This is definitely a position that Manchester City are having a good look at. And I'm sure that's what's probably sending the rumour mills about Jack Grealish into overdrive, but we know that these wingers are being targeted as a double replacement in one player. So Gabriel Jesus, Raheem Sterling, they both leave, and Man City would replace them two players with one player, and that would be a wide attacking player. Rafael Leao of AC Milan has been linked. He is an option that Man City are having a look at and potentially exploring, and it is believed that Moussa Diaby is another potential option that Manchester City are exploring. Now, I'm not expecting Manchester City to make a move in the winter transfer window in January, and it's more than likely, with the money and sums and everything being put out, that if Man City do choose to make a move, then it's more than likely going to come in the summer rather than in the winter. And yeah, City having a look at some potential options and drawing up some names. Moussa Diaby's name's out there now, and Rafael Leao's name is also out there as well. Whether Man City do choose to make a move in the winter for any upcoming prospects or players that impress, of course, at the World Cup remains to be seen. But in terms of that winger replacing both Jesus and Sterling, I'm expecting that to come in the summer, not in the winter. But I'll keep my eyes and ears peeled and open for you guys to keep you guys up to date first and fast every single step of the way with all the latest Manchester City transfer news on YouTube. So if you haven't already, then do subscribe. The go-to guy for transfer news for Manchester City on YouTube. So do make sure you have subscribed if you haven't already. Also, don't forget as well, social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, do leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. 300 likes is the aim, and also do let me know your thoughts, what you make of these transfers in the comments below, and I'll see you all again real soon for the next Manchester City video. So I've been JSGC, thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.